is Season 2, Episode 1 of Get Off My Lawn. I'm Ann Reber.
And I'm Shelley Pardis.
And welcome back.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, but it's been a busy time for both of us since it's spring.
Yep. Yay, spring!
And since both of us are like avid gardeners, guess where we've been?
Outside.
In the gardens.
Doing lots of things, lots of chores, lots of preparation, lots of planning.
Yes.
Lots of mistakes already.
Oh God, I know. So, what did you end up doing this spring with your garden?
Well, we had a couple of really big other projects that interfered a little bit with the garden, but are positives. And one was we had a new well put in, so they ended up digging up a lot of the area where the main garden was going to be and certain parts of our yard and everything. But now that's done, that's good, and I can really start focusing on that. But the big project was I had some deer fencing put in and built some raised beds, and so now I actually have a place where I can grow some food that maybe we could eat, not just the deer.
Yes. And I know it's expensive, but it is so well worth it.
Yeah.
Just because I know people, when they think of deer, they think of Bambi, but deer are more like rodents. They're just pests.
They're opportunistic eaters.
Yes.
With no care of where they walk or what they might do.
Or they eat and they strip the bark off of trees. You know, they'll eat entire, especially baby trees.
Yeah.
And fruit trees they especially go after. So, yeah. But yeah, deer fencing.
Yes.
Well worth the investment.
Very much so. It doesn't keep the bunnies out.
Nope.
Which are another whole set of pests, although they're so cute.
We have some big jackrabbits.
Oh, okay.
The big hares.
Not as cute.
Not as cute. No. Equally destructive, though. So, in addition to deer fencing, we had to wrap our fence with chicken wire to keep out other things besides deer.
Yeah, we did some of that. So we're learning all of those things that we need to do, because I was standing kind of overlooking my garden and admiring the view, you know, and just literally watched this little bunny hop up, jump through the fence, hop around, checked everything out, and I thought, oh, he's stuck in there now, so, you know, we'll seal up that hole, and then but no, he just like hopped through the fence. No worries at all. So yeah, definitely going to need to put some chicken wire or something on the bottom half there to keep those smaller critters out.
Now, if someone can come up with a way to keep out gophers.
Yeah, they can dig in, right? So,
oh yeah.
Or voles.
Voles are, they're equally bad, but gophers are horrendous because they went after a couple of my young apple trees, the roots. So
yeah, I haven't seen any gophers around our place, so I don't know if we just don't have them or just haven't seen them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So the gophers dig a lot of holes and they eat the roots. Is that what they do?
Pocket gophers are really bad because they don't come up to the surface. So you have to try to trap them down in their holes, and that's not easy. I think in my entire career as a gardener, I've trapped 3. And that doesn't even make a dent in them.
So how do you trap them? Just with like a live animal trap? Or how do you trap them? Like you trap them in their hole and then just leave them in there?
So, well, what you do is you take the trap and you tie like some twine around it and tie it to a stick.
Okay.
And you stick the stick in the ground, and you shove the trap in as far into the hole as you can.
Okay.
And so the trap is designed to close after the gopher crawls over it. So you just take the twine and pull the trap back out.
Okay.
So.
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of nuisance. I'm sure they have a purpose. Maybe. I don't know.
Feeding other predators, maybe?
Maybe.
But we need more predators.
Right.
To take care of them. So what my husband and I have been doing is we're going to start building rock piles to attract the bull snakes.
Yeah.
Because they'll come in and help take care of a lot of the gopher issues. So that's on our list of things to do this week. Is get some big piles of rocks.
Yeah, I'd like to attract the snakes too, just so they can eat some of those smaller rodents and everything. I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen a whole bunch, but I did catch a little vole running around the other day. They're kind of shy. They don't actually come out much when you're there.
No.
Yeah.
But you need tree protectors, which is those things you put around the base of the tree up to about 1.5 to 2 feet tall to protect the bark, because they will girdle a tree and kill it. Stupid little animals can kill a tree. I have no idea how hard it is to keep a tree alive.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I've planted a lot, so we'll see how they survive. I've got one that I don't think quite made it, but most of them are they're hanging on.
Yeah.
You know, the plants have to be tough around me because I'm not overly nurturing.
I was gonna say, I try, but it's like, okay, all this effort to keep this damn tree alive.
Right.
I want it to stay alive.
Right.
Because,
yeah.
Okay, I'm an old woman, and if I want a tree to at least grow so I can see it big enough,
right,
I don't have a lot of time left. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that'll ever happen for some of my little baby trees that I planted this fall, but
especially my bur oaks.
Yeah. So what did I plant this? I got a bunch of trees. I planted some trees last year, but I got more trees this year from that place over outside of Missoula. It's in the Bitterroot Valley somewhere. My daughter actually was getting trees, so we got them together. So I planted a couple of service berries. I planted 2 apple trees, some quaking aspen, huckleberry bushes. We'll see. They're alive. Again, they're still alive, so that's good. Blueberry bushes. What else did I have? I had some other things. I'm trying to remember. Elderberry bushes. Those are doing well. Yeah, so I had, and 2 plum trees. So planted all of those. We'll see. The plum trees were relatively big, and those came from that place too.
Oh, okay.
Those 2 that are inside the garden.
Yeah.
So yeah, they seem to be.
Are those American plums or what kind?
There's 2 different kinds.
Okay.
I don't remember. Got them on.
Cool.
It was a deal.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you want to hear about my rookie mistake?
Absolutely.
My rookie mistake. So I, of course, was super excited about starting seeds. So I started a bunch of seeds: tomato plants, pepper plants, some different flowers and herbs and stuff like that early in the season. And was monitoring the weather, right? Because I wanted to get them out. I know everybody else always says you should wait till after Memorial Day, right? I just didn't think I had to wait that long. So I figured if I could find a stretch of time where there was at least 3-4 days of good weather, they'd be fine. Because they were big enough, I thought that they'll be okay. So I checked the weather, and like the next 3 to 4 days looked good. And so I decided, okay, I'll go out and plant it. And what I forgot to do was check what the weather was going to be like that night.
Oh no.
You know? Rookie mistake. And we had this huge rainstorm come through, so I planted all these tomatoes that I'd been nurturing inside for 6 to 8 weeks, you know, and getting
very
started
tender.
and very tender, but I'd been doing all the things. Oh, and I forgot to harden them off too, so we should talk about that.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you do hardening off?
Yep.
Okay.
Got a couple of.
Yeah, so I've learned that that's a good thing to do. For those of you that don't know what it is, I'll tell you in just a minute. But I took them, these wonderful little tomato plants and pepper plants, and I'd been kind of giving them, like petting them. You know, have you heard about that? Like you kind of pet them and stuff so their stems are stronger. So it simulates wind, or you can put a fan on them. Some people put a fan on them.
That's what we do.
But anyway, I just kind of liked the idea of petting them, so I pet them. And so I put them all out there. They were looking good in the new garden beds, in the new fenced-in garden area that the deer won't be able to get to. So I was like all excited about it. And then, yeah, they got hammered. And they were all pretty much the next day all just laying down, looking really sad. But I have kind of babied them and got them, like I tied them up a little bit, and they're still alive, so at least they seem like it.
Good.
You know.
Well, if they can survive that.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe they will, hopefully they'll produce actually some fruit, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so hardening off. Talk about what you do for hardening off.
Well, our indoor plants, that we start putting them out on the patio when they're about 6 inches tall. You know, because then it exposes them to wind and sun, and they start getting used to being outside. And so we'll do that when the temperature hits 50 degrees in the morning, and then at late afternoon, evening, we'll bring them back inside. And so we'll do that over the course of a couple weeks. And I know it's a lot of work, but it really helps the plants. So when they finally do go into the ground, they're used to being outside, mostly.
Yeah. So we recommend you follow Anne's process instead of just throwing them in the deep end like I did.
Hey, they're still alive though.
Well, they are still alive, but we'll see how well they do throughout the season. I did also plant some where I actually did that process, so we'll see. I'm sure they're going to be better. They look better already.
Oh yeah,
out there. So
yeah,
it's
they're
good.
ready.
And then I also planted did the three sister method. I don't remember if we talked about that at all, or
I don't think we have.
So the three sister method is a way of companion planting where you plant corn and beans and squash or pumpkin together, and it helps each other, for different reasons. So the corn can serve as a stock for the beans to grow up, and then the squash keeps the soil cool because the big leaves cover the soil and keeps it from drying out, and then the beans of course add wonderful nutrients to the soil, nitrogen for the corn.
Yes.
And then you plant, the idea is then the fourth sister is planting like sunflowers or amaranth around it, and so I did that, and that theoretically is supposed to keep the birds from wanting to eat the corn because they'd rather eat the sunflowers. And
makes
that's
sense.
That's the thought. So anyway, I started that. You put the corn in first to get it to about 5 to 6 inches, and then you put the beans in. I might have put my beans in a little too early. They were probably closer to 4 inches when I put the beans in, and so now they're getting a little tall faster. But I think they'll still all work out. So it'll be kind of fun to see what happens with that.
You'll have to let me know how that works out. We haven't put our corn in yet. We usually wait till first, second week of June, which is now, so probably this weekend we'll get all those really tender plants that can't tolerate the cold. Because even last night it was in the low 30s. So my potatoes that I've had in the ground for about a month and a half now, the upper leaves are like all wilty and black because they got frost. So we're still getting that out where we are. It's still getting pretty cold. My black walnut tree that's been in the ground for at least 4 years, but hasn't ever had a chance to actually grow because every year it gets leaves and then it frosts and it loses leaves.
Oh, no. So it doesn't have any way to pull in that energy from the sun. And, shoot.
I know. So I don't even know why they sell black walnut around here if it can't survive.
Yeah, I think it probably can't. But hey, that's what gardeners do.
We try.
We buy plants that we are not meant for our climate, and then we're sad about it when they die.
Yes. Yes. Well, and a lot of my issues has to do with pests. Like I was talking about earlier, gophers.
Yeah.
Those damn things have eaten the roots of at least 4 of my apple trees this year. And it's like, oh my God, these trees, it's not just the money, but also the time.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, oh, now I have to start over with a new tree. I'm looking into, so they make these cages that you can put the tree in and the roots go through it. It's like a metal cage, but the gophers can't get in and eat the root ball.
Right. So it kind of protects that kind of core part of the tree. That's a good idea.
I might have to resort to that too, since I really don't like poison because we do have predators that eat, the voles and stuff like that, and I don't want to poison our predators.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's a bummer.
I know. But, so I've also planted a couple of honey locust trees. We got some big ones from the nursery, and they are very beautiful. And so, the Montana DNRC has a nursery too that you can order trees for windbreak. So we ordered a bunch of hackberries to put around the house because hackberries are supposed to be very drought tolerant. They're good in high winds. They grow fast. And various birds and stuff like, their fruits, I guess. And they came and they were like a foot tall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the ponderosa pines I got too.
Mhm.
I thought they were going to be, I don't know. I guess I obviously did not read things very well, but yeah, same thing. They were like, I don't know what I gave you some
Yeah.
6-8 inches tall.
Yes.
It's like okay, but they actually seem to be doing pretty well too. The ones I
Yeah.
planted, so
The ones you gave me, I was out there watering them this morning, and they look really good.
yeah,
So.
I love ponderosa pines, but it'll be 50 years before.
Yeah, I
it
won't.
really.
I won't be around to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I've planted a lot of strawberries. Now that the deer fence is up, we can have a strawberry patch.
Oh, nice.
And then companion planting, we put like peas in between the strawberry rows. So we
Oh,
can
that's interesting. I didn't know that they were.
Well, they too fix nitrogen, so
Yeah.
the strawberries can take up the nitrogen that the peas are creating. So we'll see how that goes. And my honeyberry bushes have actually created berries. I've had a few.
Nice.
I know.
Berries already. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, they're early. And they're also putting on a lot of growth now that they can
Mhm.
because they are protected by the deer fence.
Right.
Once again, it's very... you should actually just invest in it because it'll save you a lot of time and headache.
Well, and money, right? So
Yeah.
because man, we pour a lot of money into our gardens and planting things,
Mm-hmm.
and it's enjoyable even without the deer fence. It's enjoyable, right?
Yeah.
But if you really want to have product at the end or produce or something you can eat,
Yeah, just say, I grew this.
yeah, to see the end result, that fence is just going to make the biggest difference in the world.
Yes.
I mean, we'll see. I left my potatoes out. I'm contemplating if I should move all of those, but I don't think
Mhm.
the deer will get into the potatoes. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I usually have more trouble with gophers going after my potatoes until I started putting them in raised beds. They ate my beets and they ate my turnips. Anything in the ground, the gophers would just, ugh.
Yeah. So do you thin out your carrots? How do you do carrots? I planted a bunch of carrots and they're coming up just little tiny little
Mhm.
bits now. But I kind of am thinking I'm probably going to need to thin them out. Otherwise, I'm going to have just little
Yeah, you
carrot
have to.
slivers.
Yeah,
But
you should thin them out. I don't like to, but you
Mhm.
have to in order to get at least some good sized carrots.
yeah.
Yeah, we planted daikon radishes, and those are the big, long
Right.
Japanese ones. Oh, they're good to cook with.
Yeah.
So originally we had just Aaron had bought a big stack of seeds, and we had planted them around the apple trees because the soil is soft there.
Mm-hmm.
And we were pulling out these radishes that were a foot and a half long.
Just like this past month, or
No,
is that
like in previous years.
previous years. Yeah.
And I didn't really realize you could cook with them
yeah.
because we were just using it to break up the soil.
Right.
Because they're, our soil out in the field is very compacted.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard pan.
Okay.
So we like to put out dandelion seeds because they've got the big tap roots. We've done sweet clover, that too has a big tap root. Anything to kind of bust up the soil.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's been working. But when we put the radishes out, like I said, I didn't realize they got that big. I didn't know anything about daikon radishes.
Yeah.
And then, so we started pulling them out. They actually grew because the deer couldn't get in the cages that we have
nice.
around the fence, or the apple trees. So when we pulled them out, I'm like, wow, that's massive. So I just went in and I kind of made a stir fry and threw some in, and they were really good.
So that's an interesting thought that just popped in my head. Is I've been trying to kind of cut down the sweet clover because I have a lot of
Mhm.
clover growing in my hillside, but cut down the sweet clover. I'm not pulling it all out because I like the roots in there.
Yeah.
But as I'm doing that, one of the things, like in where I just planted these apple trees and stuff, there is sweet clover growing there, and I was going to pull that up and try to get all of that out of there. Should I leave it in there? Is it good for it?
Well, it's a clover, so it'll fix nitrogen,
Yeah,
But
the roots
yeah,
will...
but it might compete with your tree for other nutrients.
Okay.
So I'd keep about a couple feet around the
Away
tree,
from the tree.
clear. Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably. So what
It's
we
kind of like a treasure hunt on my hillside.
yeah.
I'm finding all these fun little plants growing underneath the sweet clover that can't get any sun. So as I cut it all out, we'll see. I actually got a battery powered weed whacker thing or whatever. It's kind of like a mini lawnmower, but not really. It's a handheld thing for cutting down, like so I can be a little faster with my process. But we'll see if I like that better. I kind of like using the pruners because I can be more strategic in what I do.
My west garden is pretty much Thunderdome at this point because it's got bee balm and mock orange and phacelia and every weed in the world. I'm trying to get, because we got silverweed, which is, I guess it's supposed to make a really good tea. I've never tried it. And then like insects like it because it has these little yellow flowers and it looks like a fern almost. And then we got yarrow that's moved in. I've got most of the white top out, but there's still a lot of stuff. And so one of the things that I wanted to warn you about, because everybody's like, oh, you gotta plant milkweed to save the butterflies, right? It's very invasive.
Okay.
So if you haven't planted it, you might want to think twice.
Well, I think I did. You gave me a bunch of seeds last year.
I know, and I didn't realize. I apologize.
That's okay. So I did plant some, but I haven't seen it. So I'm not sure. I think, when I was planting a lot of those wildflowers last year, I threw them on the hill. I kind of threw them on the hillside, let them see if they survive, type of thing, right? Kind of. I mean, I didn't really incorporate them into the soil other than a little bit of raking and stuff like that. And I think because of the way that hillside is and how much clay is in it, it just kind of probably washed off. Okay. So, I mean, there might be a collection of it all down at the bottom of the hill. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But I haven't seen any milkweed yet. But yeah, I mean, I have bee balm too, though.
Bee balm is really good.
Bee balm is good. I think that's some of the stuff that I planted in that little, in a little flower bed. I created this little flower bed actually. So, but yeah, all that stuff I haven't. I don't think it. I think it might have just blown away. So it's probably in that big gully area. I don't know.
Somebody else's problem.
Well, or it just doesn't matter.
And then catmint, of course, is spreading all over the place, and we have mugwort, which my husband wanted a mugwort plant, and so he grew 4 plants from seed, and we planted them outside, and the deer would not leave them alone.
The mugwort, is that what that one big tall plant is with the little blue flowers, or? No.
No.
What does it look like?
I'll have to show you a picture.
Yeah, that's right.
But it spreads too. So it's everywhere. Like I said, my garden is Thunderdome at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, between the catmint and sweet clover and regular clover and we have California poppies that are starting to bloom.
Nice. Yeah, I have some of those out there, so they should start popping up.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. Yeah.
And then we got phacelia, which is going like gangbusters now. So that's what's going on right now. Then we're hoping that we can get some Rocky Mountain bee plant, because I haven't seen too much of it. I mean, in past years we've been inundated with it, but this year I haven't seen much.
I haven't. I think I went to Garden Works and they had a few.
Okay.
But it was earlier in the season, and they didn't really look like much at that point, right? So they didn't have very many though. So I imagine they probably don't have a lot.
Yeah, I have seen a few plants that I'm leaving alone, so they'll get big, and then I'll just grab the seeds. So Rocky Mountain bee plant, I'll let them grow, and then they usually produce quite a bit of seeds. So I'll just grab them and then sow it in the spring.
Nice. I was just wondering. So what all do you plant before Memorial Day? We talk a lot about that you need to wait to plant certain things after Memorial Day. What are some of the things that people can actually plant earlier?
Peas like it cold. Potatoes, basically anything below the ground, the roots. So you're looking at potatoes, beets, radishes, carrots,
My lettuce seemed to do pretty good.
Oh, good.
I put that out there.
Uh-huh.
It likes it cool, and I guess once it gets hot, it doesn't,
Yeah. Cabbage likes it cold.
Mhm.
So our cabbage is out. Onions, garlic. Well, garlic you plant in the fall, so you just don't even need to bother with it in the spring. So yeah, all of that. Strawberries. We threw some straw over our strawberries, and they just came through just fine.
Nice.
But yeah, did you see the rhubarb roots that I took a picture of and posted?
Oh, I think I missed that.
Oh,
I'll have
okay.
to take
It
a
looks
look.
like an alien. Seriously,
Oh,
it looks like
interesting.
or a big octopus or something like that. It's got massive, thick roots, and I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, wow.
They're like 4 inches thick.
Yeah, I know that rhubarb plants, once they get established, they're like really hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Super hard to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to. I don't know why you want to, but
I like rhubarb.
I
I
do
like
too.
strawberry rhubarb pie and
Yeah.
juice rhubarb and make cider. That's
Yeah.
good.
Cool. So talk to me about potatoes, because let's just talk about potatoes a little bit. I'm excited
Okay.
about my potatoes. So I got some potatoes from you that you grew, seed potatoes from you that you grew, and then I got some from the local nursery, and I planted them in grow bags. So how do you guys plant them, and what's your technique? I've been studying this, so I know there's all different kinds of techniques.
It's actually not too much. I mean, you don't put too much thought into it. You get your seed potatoes, you cut it up so at least there's at least one eye or a couple eyes,
Okay.
and then we have potatoes in raised beds, so we have like 3 raised beds full of potatoes, and then we have a couple of containers for other potatoes that we're just experimenting with. So we usually go with the was it Russian butterball or is it German butterball?
Oh yeah, German butterball.
Yeah, and then the Russian fingerlings, I guess.
The fingerlings.
Yeah, so those are good. And then we're trying the kind that you gave us. What's that, huckleberry?
The Huckleberry Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that we're giving it a shot and seeing how we like it.
Yeah.
But how about you?
Yeah, so I put mine in the grow bags. I didn't cut them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cut any of them. There were some that were kind of a little bit bigger that I questioned if I should have cut them. Most of them were pretty small, so I just threw them in the bag.
Okay.
I put like 3 to 4 inches of soil in the bottom, then I put the potatoes in, or the seed potatoes in, and then I put another 3 to 4 inches of soil on top of them, and then as they grew up, I kept adding soil.
Mm-hmm.
So do you do that? That it's like the whole hill concept of the hill method. That if you put them in the ground, but then in the bags you're just filling the bag as they come up.
No.
You don't do that?
No.
Okay, I don't know if I should have wasted the soil on it or not.
I'm sure it works great.
It's a lot of soil.
Yeah, but we just have never thought to do that.
Okay.
So we just put them in raised beds, and they go down, but we don't really do hills.
So next year I might do a test.
Okay.
Like what I might do is put some in raised beds and then put some in bags and do the different ways and see if it really makes any difference.
Mm-hmm.
Might be kind of fun to do like a little, like see how much yield they actually put out.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of soil. I'm just surprised at it. I was hauling dirt down to my bags all the time, filling them up, and I'm thinking, well, I wonder if I'm actually going to get more potatoes this way or not. I don't know. But I guess in the grow bags, they can't really go down any further than what you have. So, so
yeah. Well, let me know how that works.
Yeah. It's cool.
So coming up, we have the Old Salt Festival.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. I've never really been, so I don't know a lot about it.
So it takes place at Mannix Ranch out by Helmville.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a drive for us, but last year when my husband and I went, it was we went, and what it does is it's kind of a Friends of the Earth type thing where people talk about like regenerative farming and how to take care of the land and how to connect with other people who think the same way. A lot of it is ranchers and farmers, gardeners, but there's also like music there. There's booths. There's talks. So people will give talks like their experiences on their sustainability. Yeah.
Interesting.
So like if you get there, a lot of people camp there because it's 3 days. So they get there Friday morning and then they leave Sunday. But I'm not a camper really.
Yeah, me neither. But
okay, I'll just drive.
Yeah, let's just drive. I'm excited. I think it's going to be cool, and we should take a look at the schedule and figure out what we want to go see and everything, and VIP tickets. I don't even know what that means, but
I think we get food.
Okay, awesome. You're gonna feed us. That's great. So so that'll be kind of a special episode. I don't know if it'll be episode 2 or if it'll be like just a special.
Oh yeah, I think we can talk to some of the people there that get their ideas on what they intend for the Old Salt Festival and what we should be kind of looking for and taking away from. Because I've met Cole Mannix several times. He actually owns the Union.
Okay, right.
So, which
it's
is
a restaurant in town.
Yeah, it's a really good restaurant in town, and they're all about sustainability and using local food and local growers and stuff like that. So he is one of the founders of the Old Salt Festival. His family ranch is where it takes place. I'm looking forward to maybe we can have him talk to us.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, we might need to get some shirts and hats or something.
Absolutely.
That could be kind of fun. We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think we probably are near the end of this episode. Just wanted to get back in touch and looking forward to having a special visit to the Old Salt Festival and sharing that excitement with all of you out there.
If you see us, come say hi.
Yeah, be sure to come and say hi, and maybe we'll have some kind of fun swag. I don't know. I think we need to have some swag.
Oh, yeah.
We'll figure that out.
We'll get swag. Stickers.
Stickers would be easy, wouldn't it?
Everybody likes stickers.
Yeah. Everybody likes stickers. We can put on our laptops.
Yeah.
And it'll be an experiment for us because it'll be our first time recording outside. Considering how much we like to be outside instead of inside, we've never done that. So, new experience for us, and hopefully all will go well.
Yeah. So catch you later.
All right.
Oh my God, is that a real bird? Or is that a fake? No, it's a fake.
Oh, it's a fake bird.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. I just saw it through the corner of my eye. It's like, okay.
In the meantime, happy spring and looking forward to a great summer outside. And we'll see you next time.
All right.